G'day everybody and welcome back. I apologise I haven't had a video out for a couple of weeks, just had a fair bit going on in the background. Yeah, I'm not too sure how the next few months will go with videos, so they're going to be pretty scattered, I'd say. I'm working on a video for this laser. Thought I'd never get one of these, but I did. It's only small, but working on a review video for that, so if you don't like review videos, when this pops up, don't watch it. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. Also got a pulley to bore out for me brother, who I made that, it was the last video, the video before, whichever it was. I made a new shaft and bored out the wheels for his bandsaw. Well, he forgot that the drive pulley had to be bored as well, so I'm going to do that in the lathe on the faceplate. Never actually used a faceplate on the lathe, believe it or not. And maybe in this video, I've got to pull the manifold off, the exhaust manifold off the Hilux, and machine that back flat again. So I may get around to doing that in this video as well, to see how we're going for time. Anyway, we'll get this set up in the lathe and see if I can get this trued up. Fun times. Okay, so dug out the faceplate. That's a machine surface, and this outer rim's a machine surface. And I've cleaned up the V, so they cleaned up the V of the pulley. So I'm going to indicate off well, theoretically that should have been bored same time as when that V was done. So I'm hoping if I indicate off the inside of that V, it should be close enough. Get this clamped down and then put up in the lathe, and hopefully it should be right. Okay, I'll get this set up in the lathe and start indicating this outer ring, and then see how it looks compared to the bore. She's a fair way out, isn't it? Okay, this is where the fun starts. Don't really want to try and indicate off that centre bore too much, because it is it's not the best. The needle is all over the shop here, but it's within 5 thou there already. Looking at that, that's within about 3 thou. Or maybe this is a half thou indicator. Within about, it's -2. Plus 1.5, so it's within 3.5 thou. I mean, you can see that dial there or not, but it's a 1 thou indicator. It's got pressure on it. That bore's within 1 thou. I don't know how I fluked that. Obviously I did somehow. Don't want to go too stupid on them because I'll end up busting out the side of the V. But that's within that bore's within a thou. I'll leave it at that. Spin it up, see how it looks. I just sighted, like, look from in behind here. It actually looks pretty darn good. I guess that'll do. Got lucky. Okay, I've got a carbide boring bar set up and I've touched off, so I'm going to take 1/2 mil out to start with. It's got to be 20 mil when I'm finished. We'll get a measurement of that, see where I'm at. So this is a 20 to 25 bore mic, but it will go down the 19.5. Just. $19.56. X is 19.56. $19.817, DRO says 19.8, and the shaft measures 19.99. So we'll take it straight out to 19.99, and if I have to do a spring pass, well, we will. And there you go, 20.004. So in theory that shaft should fit. So when you guys back. It fits. But pretty good fit. Got to be happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is just break the edge, and then I'm going to face this section off here just to neaten it up, because it looks like it's had a few dings and it's only cast finish. Not bother taking that any further. Just cleaned it up a little bit. It's a nice little chamfer on that edge. Now I can pull that down now. That mission's done. That's the first time I've used a faceplate after all this time. The casting has got a few defects in down this end here too. You can see it in the bore there. I thought I was done, but I thought I'd better make him a quick key like I made the last one. It's the same piece of material, just got to take a mil off each side, off two sides, and then cut it to length. So just take me time because there is a bit of sticking out here and it's going to get a bit of deflection, but it is what it is today. Okay, that's measured up good enough. Just got to deburr it. There is a tiny little step in this corner from where I made the last one. Not really overly concerned about that. So I'll cut it off and just deburr the edges, and then it'll be job finished. Okay, so there's our key. Okay, turned out pretty good. Probably a fraction long, but that don't matter. That's the last bit of the puzzle. He can finish getting his band tool back together now, and hopefully, if he remembers, he might send me a photo of it that I can put in a video once it's all finished. If he remembers. And so just out of curiosity, thought I'd throw it in a collet, because I know the collet runs true. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I didn't think it was going to turn out as good as that, to be honest. So now he'd definitely be happy with that, I reckon. Righto, so what we got here is a 3 litre Hilux. It's a 5L motor, and it's got a bad manifold leak on the exhaust side, and it's annoying as buggery when you drive. It's got that tick 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 noise all the time. It's driving me nuts. So got to pull it off, chuck it in the mill. I suspect it's got a bow in it as they warp. They're just a cast manifold. I've done a few of these over the time for different people, but this one's mine, so I've been putting it off, so now I've got to do it. Anyway, I don't know how much of this I'll film getting it off, but yeah, it's just got to be done. Hopefully I can get it off, machine it and back on today, if no studs break. That'll be the deciding factor. So I just had to pull this top intake off. Air conditioner pump's got to be pulled off and just pulled to the side, and I think I've got to take the air con mount bracket off too, just so I can get to them front studs. Once all this is out of the way, it's pretty straightforward. battery operated rattle going to be handy about now. So that can just sit down there quite happily. I'm going to get this bracket off and I'll bring you guys back once I've finished fighting with it. There's the aircon bracket. Your stuff, that one was loose. That one was loose. I wonder if that's where half the trouble was. Starting to wonder whether that manifold was just loose. So I didn't bother checking because normally they're dead tight and they're a real pain in the dot to get out. And there it is. And that's where it was blown out, number 4. You can see there, number 4. That's where she was popping. That's good, it's off. Thank God for that. Makes me happy. No broken studs. Okay, I will get a straight edge in a second and show you how bad it is, but that's the setup I've got to mount it on the mill. It's only going to be run over the fly cutter, it's not going to be heavy cuts, but there has to be a fair bit come off it. So it can't go anywhere. I've got it as level as I possibly can. And it didn't take all that long to set up really. It's got a good bow in it. So we've probably got a good 1.5 mil up here. Anyway, I'll get a fly cutter set up and start buzzing the top off. You can also see the surface finish on this one's all pitted, where these ones are a lot smoother. So it's been leaking around that side for a long time. Anyway, we'll dust it off the best we can and hopefully it seals. long time viewers would know what that sound is. She hasn't worn the freaking mower out yet, but I tell you what, it's not getting far off. Well, this can all be broken down now and just deburred, cleaned out, start fitting it back up. Had to take quite a bit off it to get it to square up again, but it's got rid of all the pit marks out of here, out of number 4. So yeah, 1.6 mil in total. So that's the worst one I've ever done. So I've been around and just filed all the edges pretty roughly. Just got to take it off, blow it all down, put it back on the ute. Sounds simple, doesn't it? They come up pretty nice, eh? Come up good. Should seal well. Okay. Got all that cleaned up the best I can get it. That's all good. Now I can just start putting it all back together, which I don't think you guys really need to see all that, eh? Me bolting all these compressor and that back on. I'll bring us back when it's all back together, I think. Yeah, and the magic of television, it's all back together. It all went together really well overall. No broken bolts, no bolts left over. It's got to be a win, so just going to fire it up now and see how it sounds. So I probably won't know what it sounds completely like until I take it for a drive, but yeah. Take it for a drive and see how it sounds. I think it's about the only option we've got left. Now, the last thing I got to do is clean up all that mess, all the crap on the mill, and that's it. Amazing how much crap you get out while you're doing a job like this. Bloody noisy friggin' lawnmowers, I tell ya. Unbelievable. Grass don't even need mowing. Well, that's a couple of jobs done and dusted. This is finished for me brother now. He can get that back together. And I don't have to listen to that friggin' exhaust leak on that ute anymore. You can see where it was blown out on number 4. But that was the worst one I'd ever done, as in the worst manifold I'd seen bowed. Like, to take 1.6 off it. And I spent a fair bit of time off camera setting it up, sort of evening it all out as best I could. But yeah, she was fairly warped. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And see you on the next one. All right.